I've been thinking about this. I've been thinking about this spiral staircase and this wall and stuff, and I had kind of this vision in my mind where I have some stairs where like I kind of want a staircase that goes straight up so that I can have, like, I'll move this wall out and then I'll have a staircase that's coming straight up to the second floor. And then I think actually here, it's kind of fortunate that these don't line up. I think here I'm going to have a wall, and then you enter, and this is going to be a kitchen. That's what I'm thinking. Because like the only thing I can really, yeah, you're like here, cooking, looking out there. There could be, yeah, no, I think that's it. And I think that I like the idea of you walk in here, and there's two ways to go. You can go straight through here, or you can go up a staircase. But the thing is, there's just not enough space. So I've been like kind of, well, so one thing I can do potentially here is move this wall one block in this direction. No, that doesn't give me more space. That gives me less space. Yeah, so I think it's time to pull these walls out. But I'm gonna take a moment to figure out maybe how far out, right? Like I think that this is gonna come out, and that this part will just come out further, so that it'll be like a little room. Yeah, I keep finicking with the fiddling and finicking. Let me get rid of some stuff here. But I want, I don't know, the spiral staircase at the back in that little tower. Oh, great. You see what happened there? Poor planning. Okay. Leather, 5 leather. Oh. Backpack? Is it backpack time? The backpacks are expensive to make because you need tanned leather and string, which is it takes a lot of string. I don't think I have a lot of string. I don't even think I have a way of getting string. So I guess I need to set up some kind of way of getting string, which might involve, can't open that either, right? I gotta fix this storage situation. I wonder if I have any, no, there won't be in my rocks boxes. Sericultures, you know, the, what are they called? Silkworms. Oh yeah, they're there. Silkworm eggs. I could do a silkworm thing. It's pretty quick. I think I'll just do it. I think I'll just do a silkworm thing right now. Oak apple gall. Yeah. But where? Oh, look at this. No, don't chisel the beans. There we go. And then I'll plant some more beans. What happened to my beans? Was that lag? What's going on here? Okay. I'm doing a little farming. Maybe I should take a break from the house and go out into the world and do some farming out there. Let it stew, let it fester for a little bit. I think that's probably a better idea. Yeah, maybe I'll do that right now. Oops. Bread. The bread tax. The food tax. Thanks, Adventure Update. I just finished recording. I just uploaded the Gaiden episode that is like the world tour of the 1.6.4 world. And I was like, oh, you know, I could post this in like the old school Minecraft Reddit. And then I went and I checked what versions they consider to be old school, and it's like, oh no, no, that's not. I'm not cool. Well, I think we started it, the server in beta. I need stone for a shovel. Probably need 2 shovels to do what I'm about to do. we started that server in beta. I'm pretty sure. I was looking at the versions and I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure we started it in beta. Because we started it in 2011, so it's like it's almost certain that we started it in beta. I'm gonna put away some of this wood stuff. Here we go. This bad wood stuff filling up my inventory. And I guess I'll put the leather away. I need more string. So many things to do. I should start the string thing right now. I should just do it. I should start the string thing. Do I have sand? Probably not. I think I probably don't have sand. Like, when would I have acquired sand? Those boxes are empty. I should just stop looking at them. Okay, so then shovels. Yeah, but so I don't think that the old school Minecraft appreciators would like this post-adventure update. Supposedly old school. You know, not quite old school enough for those guys, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna gather some sand for sericulture so that I can do the sericulture stuff at night. And then I'll dig a little bit. Oh, here's some good sand. Some good sand. This is good sand. I know how to tell the difference between good sand and bad sand. When I'm on that old server, we had like a bunch of rules that were environmental rules. Like, we were environmentalists on that server. We had rules like if a creeper explodes, like the standard stuff. Like if a creeper explodes, you're like around you, regardless of how you feel about it. You got to clean it up. Whoa. And if you break water, right? Like, you got to clean it up. You got to make sure that when you're like mining out a bunch of sand, you don't leave a bunch of broken water. Because what happened was, near spawn one time, someone mined out like an entire coastline in order to get a bunch of sand, and they broke all the water and like just did not care about the beauty of nature. And we we talked about this, and we were like, no, and someone probably Dooley fixed up the coast and made it into a nice little garden park thing, and put a little plaque up saying like, don't do that. Yeah. So whenever I'm gathering sand, I try to just gather what I need from, places like this, like lake beds and stuff, right? Do this while I'm still not drowning. Lake beds and stuff. And not to take so much of it away that it like uglies up the landscape. Oh, I don't have any. Oh, I do have room in my inventory. That's cool. Yeah. The drowning mechanics. I was just about to drown there. In the newer versions of Minecraft, like in 1.20, you don't regain your bubbles immediately. You come up, and then it's like you have to take a little break, before you go back under the water. It's not like when you're swimming. I don't know. My experience of swimming is you're like under the water and you're losing bubbles, and then you go, and then you go back under the water, and that's real, right? Like, that's been my experience. But for some reason, they made it less realistic and less fun. They like, normally what happens is people will try to make something more realistic, and in doing so they'll like accidentally make it less fun. But this time they did both. They like made it less realistic and less fun. Which is rare. I remember I used to really like the drowning mechanics where once you lost your health bubbles, every time you took damage, it would push you down a little bit, so that going up became very hard, and you were probably just going to die. I really like that, because I spent a lot of my time underwater. How's this going to work? Water's going to come in from here. I'm just deciding right now whether I want... Because like, I kind of toyed with the idea of having the water come in like this, and then go down a level, so that the crops would be at this level, and there'd be like a little, maybe there's going to be like a little berm here with like a little gate going through it, and then all the rest of this would be at a lower level, like this, only now I've kind of, there we go, right? And then the crops would be down here. And then I'd have to lower out all of this, right? And then there'd be this berm. What the? How? I don't understand what makes the fish breed. I gotta look that up. It's probably a mod that's doing that, right? I don't want to lose those flowers. Give me those flowers. Those look good. Whoa. Oh. There we go. A berm. Like this. Probably not so steep on this side. Although, it might be steep on that side. I don't know. It depends on if I want to put stones on that side of the berm, like to support it. Because the flow of this river is going to erode this, right? So yeah, so I gotta have this whole little tunnel thing. Oh yeah, this is why. Okay, all right, this is naturalistic then. Right, there's like this. There's a principle here. There's reason. This follows from reasons. Did that make sense? There's a tunnel. The water is going through the tunnel, and it's made of stone because we don't want erosion to happen, right? And then we don't want to look at this, so we build a berm on top. Right? A little bit like that, maybe? I don't know. Well, it's gonna look a little bit better when there's grass on there. Get out of here. And from over here, right, this, you'll be able to walk across it too. That's gonna be kind of cool, right? Like this is gonna be all raised up here. Let's just do a little bit like that. Get those little flowers. What are these called? Anemones or anemonias or something? Probably not anemone. I'm just gonna throw up some dirt here, like randomly, to see what it looks like from this side. Right? It's just gonna look like that, and then you'll walk up here, and you'll be walking along. You'll be looking down at all the crops, and then maybe it'll join up with this bridge somehow. Right? And then I think I want to replace this whole thing with stone. I don't know if it's going to be cobblestone though. What about earthworks? What about dry fitted stone from earthworks? I've used dry fitted stone, but I've always chiseled it. And so when you chisel something, you lose the connected texture. And earthworks has some pretty sweet connected textures. So what I'm thinking now is maybe I can use dry fitted stone and actually benefit from the connected textures. And yeah, because I don't want the water here. I don't want the water here to erode this, right? So if I put this here like this, and then I'm going to hope that that's not super, super ugly. And then maybe here I'll use a different kind of stone. Like maybe here I'll use smooth stone or bricks or something. Like that. Oop. It's probably going to have a little bit of a slope. It's probably got to have a little bit of slope. Like this. I'm gonna end up chiseling this, aren't I? Yeah, I don't know, the berm thing. It looks really good. Like in like a rural town in Japan, that I visit, pretty relatively frequently. There's a river, and its sides are kind of reinforced with stone. And that's where this berm idea is coming from, right? But some things, I don't know. Maybe it's going to take a little bit more thinking. I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm just going to do it so that it's done, and then I'm going to moan and complain about it later and fix things. Because this is a new pattern for me. Something like you do, you build Minecraft bases, you build enough buildings and bases, you start to sort of see things that work for you, right? Like I mentioned, learning in an earlier episode that purple and brown and orange look nice together. They make a nice look, and how I learned that by just randomly throwing colors together and being like, oh, okay, this looks good. It wasn't because I consulted color theory charts or something. It's because I just did it and then thought about it, and reflected. And for every color scheme that I tried and didn't like, or tried and liked, there's a bunch that I tried and didn't like, and then you put those in your pocket. I'm having a really hard time picking up items right now. Mandrake seed. Oh no, I like mandrake. And it's the same thing with build patterns or maybe idioms. Maybe for example, this grate with the water running under it. I've done that before elsewhere in Drac, and I liked it. So then when I was building this wall, and I was like, oh, what am I gonna do here? I thought I'd put a little one of those there. You know what's gonna be good actually is if this, instead of going here, this is going to be dirt, and then there's going to be a little, excuse me, sir, excuse me, I'm trying to build here. You're my food. This is going to come out here a little bit, right? A little bit of that. That looks nice. Then there's a weird little garden thing here. And the berm will have a kind of it won't just be straight. It'll be what's gay? It'll be kind of curved. Yeah. I think I'm going with this. Yeah, I need more stone. It'll be a little bit more troublesome on this side to get things. No, but that's better. I think it's better if it's got a little bit, if it's not just a straight line, right? Imagine if I just built this straight line berm right across. That'd be kind of ugly. And then this is gonna have a kind of natural slope to it as you come up onto the berm. And that's nice. Down here, there's gonna be a little, oh, you know what? That's better. This is better. Oops. Oh no. Okay, I need more stone. That's a problem that I will solve at night. That's a problem for nighttime. Oh no, this is the, Is the dirt gonna go right on top? Or is it gonna go back from the top? This has already gone up too high, isn't it? Whoops. Although, maybe I kind of like that. Hoppa. Yeah, but I'm just going to do it and then I'll complain about it later. I'll fix it up. I'll fix it up later. I'll make changes later. Planning's silly. No, that's actually, planning is something I wish I could do. I wish I could like, I wish I had a better ability to like look into the future a little bit. I've run out of dirt. Okay, well, I'm gonna go get more dirt. Look into the future a little bit and see like whether something like this is gonna please me in the future, right? One of my friends who was on this server at some point, there we go, look at that, I got more dirt. I got it from a fish. Was like always making plans on graph paper, which is really cool. I think I used to do that. I think I did that for some of the circular shapes, like the object, where I'd have a piece of graph paper and I'd graph things out, like just drawing the squares, right? To make a little plan for what something's how it's gonna turn out. But I think a lot of this stuff is kind of too naturalistic for that kind of planning to be effective. Can you? I feel like there's maybe some lag or something. It's not bad. I think it's gonna look nice when the grass is going across there. And then this was a good idea. Oh yes, okay, and then here we go. Do I have any more smooth stone? I do. So here is one of the entrances here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then more here. So this is where the other water is supposed to be coming in, right? But I think, does it need to be perfect? It doesn't need to be perfect. Let me see. I kind of was thinking I'd have another one right here. Although here is not a bad idea. Yeah, I think I want it to be right here. Or actually, yeah, I'm gonna do it right here. Like that. Like that. And then like that. Oh, it broke the water. Oh, I'm sorry, fixed. Good. Yeah. Right? So then I can have fields in between that are all, watery. Oh, this is where I can get the dirt from. I get the dirt from over here. Yeah, actually, and this whole hill, this whole thing's gonna get gone. Shovels. There's a shovel. Shovels feel like what's the durability of a stone shovel? It's 131, right? Stone, what is this? Stone pick. 131. So they have the same durability, but like because dirt is softer, you always end up feeling like shovels break immediately. Like I remember building a diamond shovel for the first time, and it goes through the sand like there's no sand there. It's just, and then it breaks. And you're like, what? I didn't get to use this for very long. But it's the same number of blocks, right? Like it's the same number of, the durability goes down every time you break a block or whatever. Does it? Wait a minute. Why have I never checked that? How often does the durability go down? Is it just a random chance, or does it go down every time? Have I never thought about that? Oops. Give me my shovel back. Give me my shovel back. Look at this. Yeah, there's definitely some lag. Look at these little dancing guys. That's no good. Buku buku. Get rid of this rice. Okay. Yeah. And then I think this is as far as it's going to go, right? At least for now. At least for now. Yeah, I want the berm to be a little bit wider. I want it to be like 3 blocks wide. With maybe a little bit of a naturalistic... Like on this side, there's no erosion planned. So I think it can be... oops, come on. Oh man. Gotta slow down my play so that the lag doesn't bother me. Something like that, right? And then I don't know how these two are going to interact. Like obviously, maybe this needs to go up 1 block so that it's at the same height as the berm. That would be kind of cool. That would probably be kind of cool. And then the stones will go up as well. And that actually might be good, yeah. I'm going to do that right now, actually. I think I'm going to dig this out. And I won't, I won't put the stone there yet because I don't, oh, actually, I'll use a different kind of stone. I'll use like cobblestone or something. What have I got? I've got cobblestone right now, so I'll use cobblestone. There you go. That's not like, oh, that's, no, I hate that. That's no good. That's no good because it's the same as on the bottom, and I didn't like the way that it looked like it's kind of framing, you know, framed with cobblestone. Yeah, so I don't have anything to put on there right now, so I'm just gonna ignore it for now and put and there'll be a little gap that I'll fix later. And I'm just gonna hope that it doesn't become. There are these things that I say I'm gonna fix them later, and then I never fix them, even though they'd be trivial to fix, and they end up being so. Like for example, I didn't cover this, but the at spawn in the old server, there is a train station. So not the big old train station, but in the Nether, there's like an entrance to the Nether rail. And it is a pillar. The shape of the entrance it's like a 2x2 pillar of obsidian that goes from bedrock at the bottom all the way up to bedrock again at the top. Right, like it's touching bedrock on both sides. So it kind of supports the lore is that it supports the Nether, right? Because otherwise the roof of the Nether would collapse. And then there's a spiral staircase chasing it all the way down, and at the bottom. It's the Nether rail, and I think I didn't provide all the obsidian. I provided like most of the obsidian, and then I got a donation of obsidian from the gods. So it's partially, so there's a sign that says like partially funded. It is said to have been partially financed by the gods. Is the sign? I just read it recently, so I remember. It's what it says. It says. The pillar is said to have been partially financed by the gods, which is, I don't know, that's a clever way of saying that. There's going to have to be like a little staircase that goes down here. I'll have to like make a little thing. This is going to be nice. I like this. I like paths. But that pillar had a hole in it for most of its existence. which is ridiculous, right? It completely defeats the point of a pillar supporting the Nether if there's a hole in the middle. And it was a hole of like 7 blocks. I kid you not. There was just 7 missing blocks of obsidian, and I never replaced them. I think somebody else at some point got fed up with it and replaced them. And that's so weird. It's like, why? Why does that happen? But it does. It happens sometimes to me that like there'll be something and it's on my list of things to do and I just never get to it, despite the fact that it would be easy to knock off. Yeah, it's weird. I like this. I like this more now that it's done, actually. I like this quite a bit. I don't know if I'm like 100% on the look of it. I might put like slab along the top here so that it's not such a harsh transition. Or stone, like more of this earthworks stone. And then I could like, I can't chisel the earthworks stone. Yeah. would it be cool to do another layer like set back, like one like back here? I kind of think it would be good if this had a frame around it, right? I gotta make more smooth stone. Whoopah. Why am I using the bridge? You know what? I'm gonna put another bridge there. Just because I just did that. I'm gonna put another one there. And yeah, I like paths. I like there to be like little ways, you know, ways around things. So then I said I was gonna work on sericulture. Oh yeah, look at this. This looks nice. I think this looks nice. I think this like kind of frames this part of the base as like interior. I might do a little something here, like I'll have a little mound that comes down here. I might not actually make it into like a proper staircase. Or maybe I'll put stairs into the dirt so that it's just like a natural little path. I like it. I like it. Is the sun setting? Yeah, the sun is finally setting. So I'm gonna cook some stone, and then I said I was gonna do sericulture, but I think no, I gotta do it. I gotta just do it. I gotta do it because otherwise I'm not gonna have string, right? It's like I've gotta get it started, pay the upfront cost of starting the sericulture, and then you know it'll just come in. The thing that I was about to like get distracted and go do. As I say this, I'm like, I'm about to go do it, aren't I? Yeah, I'm probably about to go do it. Where do I put my clay? There, clay balls, sort. There's a lot of clay. This is good because I'm adding immersive engineering. I'm like at present, I'm adding immersive engineering and storage drawers to the mod pack, along with a bunch of other little tweaks, including we have this aluminum brass, and it can't be used to craft brass candles, so I'm adding recipes for that. And then also I'm adding aluminum brass to alchemical brass as an instruction, because there's just not a lot of things you can do with aluminum brass right now. And aluminum is going to be a bigger thing once immersive engineering is in. Yeah. The other thing I'm doing is vis crystals. So in Thaumcraft, by default, it actually comes with quartz in the overworld. It adds quartz to the overworld, but I didn't do that. And what that means is that you don't, like, to get quartz slivers, you basically need to either be in the nether all the time mining or do Botania, because Botania has a method for duplicating these. But what I'm going to do is we have Arcane Archives. Have you ever heard of Arcane Archives? It's good. It's like a minor mod. I think it's like not in development anymore, but it's really nice. It's a storage mod. And they have this sliver of light, which is a little crystal. And I'm going to add that as a Thaumcraft recipe as a way to get your vis crystals. I'm in the process of doing that right now. Yeah. Tweaks. But then also immersive. So it's good that I've got a bunch of clay, because I'm definitely going to do immersive engineering in this base for the first time. Tea plant seeds, mandrake seeds. I guess the seeds go outside. I got all distracted. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I want to cook some stone. Here's some stone. I put this in here, and then I'm gonna punch out a stack. 8. And it'll be nice to have a coal coking oven to increase the efficiency. I need more furnaces in here, but I'm gonna go to the furnace room instead. Should I bring more of everything? More fuel? More stone? Where's the fuel? Here's the fuel. I don't have a lot. Oh, I do have a lot. Okay. I'll do 3 stacks of smooth stone just to finish off that berm and fix the outstanding issue with that dam. That damn dam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boop. Yeah. Thermal has not thermal. Immersive has furnace tech, like a heater that heats your furnaces, so you don't have to use coal anymore. You can use rotation, And you can actually use the rotation from mystical. Like there's a mod that's compat mod between the two, between like mystical gears and, oh come on, pick up items. Ugh, gross. Between mystical, what is it called? Mystical mechanics? Oh, this box isn't big enough. I got a cupboard over here though, that's quite big. I never use this. Bread. What was I doing? Oh yeah, right. So yeah, I was thinking about these guys. I'm sad that this never got done. I was thinking about it the other day, and I think what I'm going to do is, like, the reason that I stopped working on this is because on the other side you can see this texture, which is gross. This is a gross texture. It's the scientific term, and I don't like it because it's gross. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use, I thought that wood looked too dark, so I'm going to try oak, but with the bark peeled off, like that. Stripped oak. That's from Future MC. I love Future MC. It's good because it just brings in like the, you just pick and choose the features from Future MC that you think are good. So like, for example, let me think. The good features from Future MC. Illager raids during the day. Oh no, wait, those suck. That's a terrible idea. Who implemented that? Phantoms to make you go to bed. Oh no, wait, no, that's not it. That's not what I want. Ancient debris. Oh, ancient debris is cool, right? Ancient debris is cool. The composter, canny composter is better. Yeah, I don't like the UI for that. Like, I appreciate the mods that add things like Botania where there's no UI, but it's nice to have a UI. I think Candy Composter is just better because you just throw all kinds of stuff into the composter at once, and then it like tells you what's going on. Yeah, Candy Composter. Yeah, see, I think this is good. I think that's sufficient. And then on the other side, I'm going to cap it with something. Like I might cap it with stone like this, or I might cap it with something fancier, like tin, or something. I don't know. I'm going to cap it on this side. No monsters out right now. I'm gonna cap it right down there. See? So it's going to pop out a little bit to support the little ridge that's going to finally stop the spiders from coming into my base, which has only happened once, but still it cannot be permitted. It's going to just be this continued on this side and then supported by this in the same way that it gets supported on this side by this. So that's going to be cool. But I think that with that I can begin the sericulture fiasco. I have sand. I remembered to get sand. Do I have coal in my hands? Yes, I do. So I'm going to start making some glass. The way that I've been doing sericulture, this is like one of those not pattern. I used the word pattern initially, but I don't want to use the word pattern because I feel like that word is taken by Christopher Alexander. Go read Christopher Alexander if you haven't already. A pattern language, timeless way of building. The Nature of Order is apparent. I was going to buy the first volume of The Nature of Order for myself this Christmas as a present. It's out of print. I've waffled on buying it every year. And this year, I go and I'm like, this is it. This is the year. I'm going to buy it. I haven't bought myself like a, Lego tall neck or anything. So I'm going to buy myself a copy of this book. And it's out of print. And they don't have a copy at the bookstore that I like. And they can't order it because it's out of print. And you look on Amazon and now it's like $200-$300 for a copy, which is a shame. That's a shame. I don't like it. What was I saying? Pattern. The sericulture thing. So I've kind of come across, I can't call it a pattern. It's like, I used a word earlier in this episode that I really liked, and then I forgot what it was. It's like a little module, something that I've used before and I like it. Anyway, where am I gonna put it though? Where's the sericulture gonna go? It's not fun to look at. I was kind of thinking under here, but like there's not a lot of space under here. Maybe down here. Maybe over here. In this little corner. Maybe. It takes quite a bit of space because the Mystical Worlds people nerfed the silkworms by making them kill each other. So they just like viciously attack each other, and I think that that's something that silkworms do in real life. They don't like each other very much. Baby silkworms. I guess silkworms are the babies. Maybe I should have it out here, but then I can't work on it during the nighttime hours. Or maybe this can be. I can convert this to the, because I'm going to move my crops outside, right? This is like enough space. I'm going to do that because I'm moving the crops outside. This is like my declaration of war on crops inside. Crops inside is over. Crops outside begins now. Crops inside? No, crops outside. Anyway, you get the picture. I will do the thing I'm not supposed to do. This is like a special pleasure when you get to destroy some fields. It's like the mechanic that is forbidden, the forbidden mechanic. So I just did the Gaiden episode. It's fresh in my mind. I think I did it yesterday, and then uploaded it. No, maybe 2 days ago. Anyway, my kid was like, "Oh, that's so cool! I want to try going up there." He's very small, so he's not really very good at jumping and stuff. He still uses his he doesn't use his thumb for the spacebar. He uses his index finger for the spacebar, and so the heck, I stomped you already. Come on, get out of here! Get out of here! So I like started the server up and opened it to LAN, and he joined and started the world app. It's not on a server, and then he ran the parkour, and it was impressive because he did good. 6, I'm gonna have 6. There's got to be 2 blocks between them, because they fight even along the diagonals, I think, if they're within 1 block. And I can do the logs here, like this. He was really good. He made it through a large portion of the ground level stuff, like the approach to the main parkour. He made it across like 6. No running jumps involved. Why is this so ugly? Oh, you know what? I think it's because I don't usually do 2 layers. I usually just do 1 layer. Which was impressive. And but then he got real sad. He got real sad that he couldn't do it. We always talk about how like it's all about the journey, not the destination. And like, getting good at stuff is like takes time, and you'll fail, and failing is okay, and blah blah blah. But he was pretty torn up. It was adorable, but it's like when you see somebody, when someone is trying to do something and they fail and they cry. That was like my sensei when I was doing karate, and I was assisting in administering the tests. There was a girl who was like really good, and who was crying after the test. She hadn't failed or anything. Empathy didn't come easily to me. She was crying. She didn't fail, and I was kind of confused as to like why she was crying, because like she did really well. Like why was she crying? And I mentioned this to the instructor, to the sensei, and I said, oh, it's probably because she's really young, just still a kid. And he was like, no, like when you cry about something, like the fact that she's crying about this shows me that she's intense, like she really cares. Whether she did well or not, like this has been a real experience for her. She cares about the result and she's worried, right? It shows that she's like gung-ho. Gung-ho. That's not the word that he used. Yeah, I was like, oh, okay, weird. But yeah, I've taken that with me. And so now when I see the little guy, upset about something that he wants to do something and he's not able to, it's like, aha, okay, so this is something that he's interested in. This is something that we can pursue. Obviously not everything that you cry about is something you want to spend a lot of effort on, but yeah, it's an indicator. It indicates that there's something there to pursue. I made a lot of glass. I guess I just have extra glass now. Like, I didn't need to make all this glass. But yeah, so we're gonna set up some parkours. I really enjoyed. It's like I had forgotten about that base. I had not forgotten about it exactly, but I had. How do I do this? Does the glass just rest on the outside? I think so, yeah. I think I just put this like this. Where's my dirt? Okay. I'm making little cages for in case you were wondering what I'm doing here, I'm making little cages for the silkworms to live in. And this is something that I've done before. I've done this exact build. I make these little jars. And then yeah, fortunately, I just reminded myself of a step that I was missing. I was about to waste a lot of time and effort because I forgot to put the hoppers underneath. Yeah. Anyway, so watch and learn. Yeah. So that base, I love that base, the Mushroom Island. It's so cool. It's one of my favorites. And then the spiral staircase, it's like a spiral parkour that goes up to the floating islands, which are like some of the best floating islands that I've ever made. The most complete, I gotta make I have enough wood, but I don't want to use spruce, right? So I'm gonna just get some oak. I'm gonna make the hoppers. We have wooden hoppers. You don't have to make iron hoppers. It'd be very expensive if you had to put iron hoppers under everything. Yeah, the actual act of parkouring up there is something that I had forgotten that I really enjoyed, and that I'd also kind of forgotten that like that base was like a parkour civilization. It was you had to get between the different modules of the base. You had to parkour, right? And like sometimes I'd just be going to do something simple, right? I'd just be like, oh, I'm hungry, I got to get some bread, and I'd have to like parkour across 3 or 4 modules to get to the place, and I'd like fall and be like, ah. But it was cool because it like trained me up. At that time, I like rarely fell because I was just always having to parkour. So I think I'm gonna do that again at some point. At some point in one of my bases. Oh, I can't use this table because it's my kitchen. It's my little mini makeshift kitchen. How many of these do I need? I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for each of the boxes. And then I need 6 more. Unless I use half slabs. No, I can't use half slabs in there. They gotta have, yeah. So I need 6 more, so I need 12. I need 12. And then they've got to then pipe the stuff. I think for now I'll just pipe the stuff into barrels in front, and then later I'll set up like more 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8. That's 8. Oh, maybe I have some. I'm gonna leave that there for a second. Check if I have like. Yes, I do. I do. Good. That's a rare thing. It's rare for me to actually check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That I have, enough material elsewhere already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I think the hopper is like this. Yeah. What? Oh, I didn't have enough. I didn't have enough wood. That's 6. I need more wood. Well, damn. That takes a lot of wood. I mean, that's pretty good. It should take a lot of wood. It's replacing iron hoppers. Yeah, iron hoppers. It doesn't actually fully replace the iron hoppers because iron hoppers have multiple inventory slots. Wooden hoppers only have 1 inventory slot. So you'll find that in some cases, I'm going to use redwood. I think I'm just going to use redwood. Whoa, that's lame. Why is that happening? In some cases, you need iron hoppers still. Why can't I? There we go. How many more do I need? 6, right? And how many is it per? It's 5 per, so I need 30. That's 30 wood, but can I do it with a mix of wood also? Oh, God. Inventory. Yeah. Hold on. There we go. Like that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. For now, that's okay. So then I'm going to jump up here. Yeah. So I'm going to set up. Some kind of a parkour. Oh yeah, this goes down. This one, the first one goes just down. Some kind of a parkour in our like shared world together, so that we can practice parkour stuff. And then in some base over here, I'm gonna I don't know, I'm gonna do it up. Maybe I'll make it public. Maybe it'll be like a public parkouring, arena or something. It's funny that watching that. I'm talking about my parkour while I'm like unable to make these simple jumps. It's funny that the parkour civilization, like, it's long and the story is really silly, but it's, I don't know, it's like entertaining. Oh, I've been dumb. I've done the dumb. Yeah, just gonna have to start over. Obviously, the first hopper that you build has got to be the one that faces that block, right? Yeah, and now the hoppers are all down there. This is going to be, that's dirt. That's not a hopper. This is going to be awkward. So that one goes there, and then that one goes there. And then, oop, that one goes there, and this one goes there. Because they're going to point down into like a barrel. I'm just going to put like a barrel in front. Oh, now I'm out of hopper. So now I'm going to make those barrels. And then I'll reach into the barrels. The barrels will each have a hopper in them. This is too complicated. Barrels. Future MC, give me barrels. Yeah, these are good. Need more planky. I just need 3 of these, right? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, so you can mix. I probably already knew that, but there, barrel. It'd be cool if there were different colors of barrels for the biomes of plenty woods. Something to think about for the next iteration of the server. There, and then I get the hoppers back. Hopper. Nice. Yeah, this is okay. This is going okay. And like, what time is it? Whoa! What the heck is that? What? I've never seen that. Oh my god, what adds that? Is that RambleCraft, or is that holy shit, like, what's happening outside now? Is there evil in the world? Like, is there more monsters or something happening? No? Looks normal. Holy crap. That's so weird. I'm going to take a screenshot. I'm taking a screenshot while I'm taking a screen record. I wonder if that's like an Inception thing. I wish I had a RambleCraft thing to like scan that with. Oops, don't open your browser. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no, it's I have to cut that out. Yeah, how do I craft the RambleCraft thing? The thaumic The thermometer. If I can craft a thermometer like before that moon sets. No, no, I can't. Wow, I don't know what that is, and it's gonna be gone, and I'll never see it again. That's so cool, man. Modded Minecraft, like that's one of the cool things about modded Minecraft. I clearly am like needing to practice my jumps here. One of the cool things about modded Minecraft is that there's just so much in it that you don't know. There's so many undocumented. I was talking to a friend about this recently. He was complaining that he doesn't like undocumented recipes. He likes everything to be in the JEI. And like when there's things like, for example, in Botania, there's a bunch of undocumented recipes. Not exactly undocumented recipes, but there's like things that don't appear in the JEI. And so like, for example, you can make dirt using come on. Oops, that's too far. You can make dirt using like a stick, a dirt. Come on, you guys, get it together. Using a dirt rod. This thing. The rod of the lands and the rod of the highlands, to make dirt, right? And you can automate that, and then you can have a source of dirt. That's pretty cool, but it's not in the JEI. Like if you go and you look for dirt recipes, you won't find rod of the, whatever up here. It's secret. You got to figure that stuff out, right? There's lots of good dirt recipes, This is a good one. Sand and compost to make dirt. We added that for the nether. Because it also includes soul sand in the recipe there. 3 compost and a sand to make a dirt. That's a pretty good recipe too. Yeah, I like that. Because you're just like adding, I don't know. I don't know much about that like triangle of soil characteristics. There's like a sandy and clayful and loamy. And I don't really know about their relationship, but I definitely I appreciate that Biomes of Plenty uses those terms, when in their dirt implementation, and I've thought about that quite a bit when I'm making I gotta make some barrels. That's what I gotta do when I'm making when I'm modding things in that have to do with dirt, which is surprisingly often because I like dirt. There you go. I like simple things. I like the simple life. As you can tell, right? Like I'm not making like a machine for strings. I'm making a little sericulture spot. Is this gonna look good? It's not, is it? Yeah, so then I gotta put, I'm not done yet. I gotta put a block of dirt in each of these. And then I gotta, look at these spruce trapdoors. I've been carrying these spruce trapdoors around for so long. And now, at long last, I will use them. I will use some of them. Maybe I'll burn the rest. Maybe I'll put them in the oven. I don't have to double jump to get across a gap of 2. But it feels more comfortable to double jump across. Yeah, so then each of these is going to have a little worm in it. And then I think well, I'm going to put those worms in there, and then I'm probably going to log off. This took a little while to do. Look at this. The first place that I did this, I've done this 3 times in recent memory, like all pretty recently. Oh, you know what the missing piece is? Missing piece is the grass. Do I have a chiseled grass bit? No, I don't. I have a lot of chiseled wood, though. This is the thing that happens. Like, I'm going to have to spend time. I'm not going to do it off camera. Screw you guys. I'm going to have to spend time crafting these up in order to, like, reduce the amount of oak wood planks that I have in my inventory, right? I'm not going to do them all right now, though. Where's that bag? Get those bits back in there. Because otherwise I'm going to run out of you know, space in my bits bag. Got to keep your bits bag clean. Oh, that's something that's coming. There's a compactor that's like special. It's specially designed in storage, in that storage mod. What was I doing? Oh yeah, right. A specially designed compactor where you just throw your bits bag in, and it, you throw your bits bag in. What am I going to do here? This one? There, see? Just one layer? Or two? No, just one, because the dirt doesn't, chisels and bits dirt doesn't render the way that I think it should. Oh, okay. There, right on there. Right. Yeah, you throw your bag of bits into, keep falling through there. There, look at that. Little terrariums, right? Little terrariums. Doesn't that look perfect? That actually looks really nice. To have all 6 of them there like that. And then I'm going to have the little guys wiggling around in there. It's going to be nice. You throw your bits bag in, and then you're good. That's the end of my story. You throw your bits bag in there, and then, uh-oh. This little guy, where's he going? This is actually a problem. I gotta empty out my inventory a little bit so that I can grab these guys, so they don't kill each other. Because that's what happens, is they kill each other. Like once there's another one around, this one was pretty chill, right? It was just hanging out. But once there's another one around, they seek each other like hunter-killer missiles. What's a hunter-killer missile? So you know what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to create them over here. This is an improvement. Yeah. See? Look at this. Where's he going? Where do you think he's going? He's like, I'll kill you. I'll kill you. I'm sure it's global. I bet it's global that they can hear each other across the whole server, and they're hungry. That's why you gotta throw them in there and close the lid right away, because they're gonna go at it. They're not happy to see each other at all. It's like, it's kind of sad to have them in close proximity. But you know, we're min-maxers. I discovered that this was like the minimum distance. Oh no! Good. I guess I gotta. Nice. No, get in there. I discovered that this was the minimum distance, that they won't like actually be able to hit each other, and so that's the distance that I put them in. Yeah, do they have feelings? They might have feelings. If they have feelings, that's too bad. I'll ask the mystical worlds guys. I know that the mystical worlds people will say that they have feelings, because they have like a whole. They're really respectful to animals. They got a whole pacifist route you can take through the mod, where they add all kinds of good stuff for like shearing animals of their flesh without actually having to kill them, which is pretty sweet. You use like a magical. I don't kill a lot of animals. I don't know if you've noticed that, but I don't usually make like a leather farm. I kill the fish though, don't I? Yeah, and insects. I'm not usually very kind to insects. Like I make sausages out of bee grubs, things like that. You know, but I'm like, I don't know. I don't like hurting the cows or the pigs, the sheep. I had to kill sheep I had to. It wasn't my choice. Okay, there we go. And so this, like, over time, will just passively generate a bunch of, not dirt, string. And then at some point I'll add more hoppers so that it all comes in here. Yeah, that's the string. That's where the string's going to come from my backpack. Whoa! That's my lucky day. That one grew big. Yeah. That thing ended. That like red moon. I guess that ended. That didn't even take a whole night. Felt like a long time. Okay, well that's cool. Then what I'm gonna do? Whoa! What's this? Did somebody grieve me? What's this? That's weird. That's weird. Okay. This thing. Did you see that debarking gave me bark? Did you see that? Oak. I actually added that with Zen script. That involved programming. I'm a programmer. I like programming. I'm a programmer therefore I like programming. No, 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 no. I'm a programmer, and fortunately for me, I like programming. Yeah. I remember my first internship. I asked my boss and one of his friends, kind of co-work collaborators, like about their side projects and stuff. Or I can't remember what it was. It wasn't side projects, because I know that like my boss did have side projects and they were awesome. Um, but I asked about something and they were like, "Oh, we're just putting in the hours. Like our passion for this is long gone." And I was like, "No, that can't happen. You can't. Programming's awesome." But like, yeah, it turns out that not everybody who programs is as excited about it as I am. Yeah, when we interview. Oh, nope. Nope. Not going to do any work anecdotes. One of these days I'm going to slip. I'm going to get fired for work anecdotes on the old Minecraft. Got to watch yourself when you got a brain that just wants to talk all the time. I don't know if everybody's like this, but so like I have a kid who talks a lot, and it reminded me of the fact that I I have a voice in my head running all the time. Um, and you know, in recent years, I've become more aware of the fact that people's brains are actually quite different. Like if you talk to somebody else about the way that they think, the way that their brain works, the sorts of experiences that they have, the ways that they are able to imagine things, there's like some pretty stark differences between people, the way that people handle thought, the way that their brains work, for lack of a better way of expressing that thought. And mine has a constant internal monologue, and all I have to do to record a video like this is just make it, just do what my kid does. Just say all of the things that come into my brain as they come into my brain. But it's not like they're coming in. The monologue is happening whether I'm saying the words or not. I've just, at some point, I learned how to not say all the words. And I wonder about whether other people have that same experience, or whether it's like more or less. Like, is it on a spectrum for other people? Yeah. It's fun to think about that sort of stuff. Like the sense of direction. The sense of direction is one where it's so clear. And maybe it's like, I don't necessarily think these things are nature. They might very well just be nurture. Not that nurture is any less, nurture is a harsh mistress as well, right? Like nature, people often have this idea of like, oh, nature is hardwired, and nurture is like, oh, that's just learned behavior. But it's like, yeah, go ahead, try unlearning some of those behaviors. see how far that gets you. This is no good. Yeah, nature and nurture are equally, tricky to resolve. But yeah, like I play a lot of video games, 3D space video games, and for a long time I just thought that the navigation stuff was just a result of like, oh, I play a lot of spatial video games like this, and so I've learned over time how to navigate spaces better than other people. But then no, because there's I have friends who do just as much of this kind of stuff, and they just get lost in Minecraft. They just get lost, in Minecraft as much as they get lost in the real world. I forgot to check if I've lit this place up. Oh, ho, ho! It just occurred to me. I don't know, there was like a sudden... There's like a... Yeah, I'm just going to put that there for now. I gotta do the torch thing. I gotta figure that out. Like light this place up properly. Yeah. Yeah, I find it really fun to walk around in like a city, an unexplored place, a new place, with someone who doesn't have a good sense of direction. It makes me feel really good, is what I'm saying. It's like a superpower. There we go. Yeah, when we lived in, me and my partner lived in Paris for a time in 2013, and that's like, it was a new city. It was a new city for both of us. You know, I wasn't like studying maps of the city, but like my way of exploring a place is I go to coffee shops and then I ask the baristas which coffee shops I should go to, and then they tell me other coffee shops, and I like branch out that way, and then I just walk everywhere. I don't like take the metro. Because if you take the metro, it's understandable. If you take the subway everywhere, you won't have a great sense. Like when I lived in Seoul, it's a very big city, and I took the metro. You know, you kind of have to like take the metro everywhere. And so the places that I could walk to, I now, like in my mind, I'm walking through them right now. I'm remembering the streets as we speak. But it doesn't extend to everywhere. So there's places that I've been in Seoul that I wouldn't be able to find again because I haven't been able to memorize I'm not as good at memorizing metro stuff. Like I always get lost in I always have to consult the maps and ask Google Maps and stuff like that. Also, my reliance on Google Maps has like increased since, you know, getting a smartphone. I was pretty late to the game with smartphones. Wow, I kind of just zoned out and did this. That's something I wish I could like get a better handle on. I just kind of just accidentally did this. By the time I was like, oh, I'm doing this now. I almost finished. That's pretty cool. Yeah. I think though, I think I'm gonna stop though, because we're coming up on the time. I've got a clock on the wall because I don't want the episode, you know, the second time that I tried recording, the episode ran quite long, 2 hours, and I had to like split it up into 2 episodes. And then one of my rules for this, I haven't really talked about the format of these videos much, and I intend to at some point. But one of the rules that I have is that I don't want to put any work into this. I just want to press record, play Minecraft, talk, you know, open the floodgates, and then upload it to YouTube. And like I do a little bit of editing at the very beginning and end, so that it all, you know, so that it starts immediately and ends in the way that I like. Ooh, this is not a problem. This is fine, right? I just have one of these here and one of these here, and that's the end of the video.